Yo, what is good, NFL fans? Welcome back to Touchdown Kingdom, the hub of all the latest NFL news and content. Wow, what an absolute insane weekend in the NFL. We got to see 4 games that went down to the last second. This was by far the best divisional round I have ever witnessed. I want to make a video of my thoughts of each game and break down the highlights and what happened across all 4 games over the divisional round weekend. We will also go into the predictions that we had on this channel last week, as unfortunately for us, it wasn't too good in our favor. So we're going to get into all that in this video. So if you guys are new to Touchdown Kingdom, make sure you smash that subscribe button, as we have so much NFL content coming your way all the way throughout the playoffs, carrying over into the NFL draft and free agency. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like, and please comment down below your thoughts of this insanity that we just witnessed in the NFL over this past weekend. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. So first, let's see where we were right and wrong this weekend. Unfortunately for us, it does not look too good. We only picked one game correctly, and that was the Cincinnati Bengals upsetting the number 1 seed Tennessee Titans. At the time, I knew that was a bold take, but I believed in Joe Burrow and the Bengals to advance to the AFC Championship game. The next 3 games, well, we were dead wrong about. I knew this was going to be such a difficult weekend to predict, and boy, was I right on that front. So now, let's get into these games and break it all down, because I got a lot to say. To kick things off, we're going to talk about the Bengals and Titans game. The Bengals won on a last-minute field goal from rookie kicker Evan McPherson to win 19-16. This was a gritty defensive battle in the trenches. It all starts off with Ryan Tannehill's first attempt being an interception that set the tone for the remainder of the game. The Bengals defense showed up and proved to be a top unit despite all the injuries they have across the defensive line. They held Derrick Henry in check in his return. He had 62 yards on 20 carries with only 3.2 yards per carry. Henry did find the end zone, but I do think the Bengals should be proud of not letting Henry run all over them. Quarterback Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense had some interesting plays. I cannot believe they were able to win this game with Burrow being sacked 9 times. Yes, 9 times. That is just mind-boggling. I felt like every time Joe Burrow dropped back to pass, he was sacked. Burrow deserves so much credit for not folding under pressure and still throwing for 348 yards with no time in the pocket all game long. I think Joe Burrow is proving to be a top quarterback in the NFL for a long time. Rookie wide receiver Jamar Chase continues to dominate as he finished with 5 catches for 109 yards. At the end of the game is where it all got crazy. Ryan Tannehill threw an absolute dime to A.J. Brown for a touchdown to bring the Titans right back into the game. Then the fourth quarter was all about defense. Ryan Tannehill had a chance to lead the Titans for a game-winning field goal, but he threw his 3rd interception at the worst possible time. This is what set up Joe Burrow to set up his rookie sensation kicker, Evan McPherson, for the game winner. McPherson actually told Joe Burrow before trotting out there to kick the field goal that, hey, we're going to the AFC Championship. That rookie got some swag to him, and of course, he's coming off a 4-for-4 game in the biggest game of his life. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals will be headed to the AFC Championship game. What a thriller to start off the divisional weekend. Now, this was the absolute shock of the weekend. Aaron Rodgers and the Packers fall to the Jimmy G-led 49ers. 13-10 was the final score in a cold night in Green Bay. This game was won on special teams for the 49ers, which I always believed to be such an underappreciated phase of football. So let's get off to how this game started and how it went. The opening drive finished with an A.J. Dillon touchdown, and I thought that this was going to become a high-scoring game after seeing how focused the Packers offense looked on that first drive. Boy, was I dead wrong about that. That ended up being the only touchdown from the Packers for the rest of the game. The 49ers defense deserves so much credit for the way they game planned this one. They were double-teaming superstar wide receiver Davante Adams all game long, which forced Rodgers to look elsewhere. Yes, I know Adams still finished with 9 catches for 90 yards, but the key was keeping that man out of the end zone. Now, the 49ers offense had one interesting game of their own. Jimmy Garoppolo finished with 131 yards, 0 touchdowns, and 1 interception. No one on offense had their typical game that we're used to for the 49ers. Deebo Samuel was banged up and played through an injury, but he still came up clutch in the end. George Kittle was held in check for the most part, having one really crucial drop, but then he followed it up with an insane one-handed catch. And their usual explosive run game was not really their dominant performance that we're used to. That leads to the question, how did the 49ers win this game? I said it earlier, special teams. With just 5 minutes to go, trailing 10-3, the 49ers block a punt and return it for a touchdown to tie the game. Then Aaron Rodgers, he had a chance to become the hero and lead the game-winning drive, which was stopped short to the ferocious 49ers defense. Then the 49ers got the chance to lead their team to a field goal range. Kyle Shanahan sticks to his roots, and he calls a run play to Deebo Samuel on 3rd and 7 with 1 minute remaining. and Deebo Samuel ends up picking up that first down, which is what sets up the field goal to Robbie Gould. Absolutely incredible ending to a game with a scrappy defensive battle all the way until the end. The 49ers won this game 13-10 to shock Packers fans everywhere, and now the big question is, was that Aaron Rodgers' last game as a Green Bay Packer? We'll find out this offseason. Okay, now this game was absolutely insane for so many reasons. The LA Rams and Matthew Stafford had to take on the defending Super Bowl champions and the GOAT and Tom Brady in Tampa Bay. This game was dominated from the Rams for the first 2.5 quarters. Everything was going their way. Stafford had an absolute bomb for a touchdown to who other than Cooper Kupp to set the tone early. The Rams defense was swarming and all over Tom Brady in that first half. We head into halftime with the score of 20-3. The Rams are up big. But at the same time, I think every single NFL fan that this game was long from over, because we all know who's on the other side of this, and that's Tom Brady. The Rams start off the third quarter with a touchdown, and now all of a sudden you look at the score, and the Bucs are losing 27-3. Now everyone's starting having flashbacks to Brady coming back from 28-3 in the Super Bowl at this point. I remember watching this game, and at this moment I was talking to my friends, is it going to happen? Is Brady going to somehow pull off another historical comeback? I honestly thought he was going to. In fact, I bet the Buccaneers money line live at this point, and not really too happy I did that. Then with just under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter, the momentum started to shift toward the Buccaneers. Everything started going their way. Then the Rams started to make crazy mistakes, turning the ball over and over again. It was like Brady had some type of spiritual impact of the ball. Fumbles, a bad snap from the center resulted in another crucial turnover. Then all of a sudden, Tom Brady is down by 2 scores in the fourth quarter. We all know what's going to happen next. He throws an absolute dime to Mike Evans to cut the lead to 1 score with 3 minutes remaining. Then on the next Rams possession, Cam Akers coughs up the ball for the second time this game. Now all Brady needs is a touchdown to tie the game. That is just insane that we're at this point in the game. On 4th and 1 from the 8-yard line, they hand it off to playoff Lenny, who cuts it outside for the tying touchdown. At this moment, everyone's in disbelief, looking at the score 27-27. How did Brady do it again? This is not possible. He was down 27-3 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, but wow, everyone's just mind boggled at this point. But the Los Angeles Rams and Matthew Stafford, they did not fold. They get the ball with 0 timeouts with under 1 minute to go. Who would be the man responsible to make big plays? You guessed it, wide receiver Cooper Kupp. He gets a beautiful reception on 2nd and 11 with 29 seconds remaining at the 45-yard line. Then, the very next play, Matthew Stafford throws an incredible deep pass to Cooper Kupp to set up an easy chip shot field goal for Matt Gay from the 11-yard line. The Rams win at the buzzer to send Tom Brady home. Wow, what a finish. Now it's time for the best NFL game I've ever witnessed, and I'm sure you guys can agree with that one. Both quarterbacks, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, had sensational performances and proved to be the top quarterbacks in the NFL. It was a perfect game for both sides. No turnovers and only 4 penalties. As clean as a game you'll ever see. This was an evenly fought battle up until the last final second. It was 14-14 at half. Then it was back and forth between these two dynamic quarterbacks. Josh Allen played with tremendous heart all game long. The offense was ran through him, who finished with 329 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 68 rushing yards. All 4 of his touchdown passes were thrown to wide receiver Gabriel Davis, who finished with an historical 8 receptions, 201 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Josh Allen made big play after big play to fight his team back to take the lead over and over again. With the score being 26-21 with 2.5 minutes remaining, Allen had an incredible scramble to pick up the first down on 4th and 4. Then he found Gabe Davis for a touchdown under 2 minutes to go to take the lead. And then the Bills decide to go for the 2-point conversion so they can go up by a field goal. Josh Allen scrambles, goes all the way to his left, throws it across his body to the back of the end zone. Stephon Diggs reels it in, and all of a sudden the Bills have a 3-point lead. Now, I feel like the Bills like their chances here. They have the number 1 ranked defense, and all they need to do is stop Patrick Mahomes, and they can win the ballgame. But now, it's Patrick Mahomes' turn to prove that he is still one of the top quarterbacks in the league. He finds superstar wide receiver over the middle, and Hill does the rest, taking it all the way to the house. His speed is absolutely insane, and he brings up the peace sign, and you all know Tyreek Hill and the Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs take the lead. Now, the Bills have to score a touchdown to come back and win, since they are down by 4 points. So Josh Allen leads the Bills offense down the field yet again and fires another touchdown to Gabe Davis to take the lead with 13 seconds left. At this point, everyone in Buffalo thinks they are headed to the AFC Championship game. The entire city was celebrating. It cannot believe that Josh Allen has officially become a superstar quarterback. Now this is where it gets crazy. The Bills elect to not squib kick the ball to take time off the clock. Instead, they do a touchback. Now, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, they have 13 seconds remaining with all their timeouts. Can Pat Mahomes pull off a miracle for Kansas City? He sure can. He fires the ball to Tyreek Hill across the middle for a nice chunk of yards and calls a timeout with 7 seconds remaining. There is absolutely no room for error at this point, and Mahomes had to execute this play precisely. He then finds Travis Kelce, who's streaking behind two Bills defenders, to set up the Chiefs for the game-tying field goal with 3 seconds left. In 2 plays, the Chiefs got in field goal range with 13 seconds on the clock from their own 20-yard line. That's just absolutely insane. Harrison Butker sends the Chiefs to overtime. Now, it's time for the coin toss. Josh Allen picks heads, and unfortunately for him, it was tails, as the Chiefs gets the ball first. Mahomes now leads them down the field and gets the game-winning touchdown to Travis Kelce. Game over. Chiefs win. A lot of controversy behind the overtime rules here. Josh Allen did not get a chance to get the ball back. Do you think they deserve a chance? Do you feel like Buffalo should have had the ball after Patrick Mahomes got that touchdown? Let me know down below in the comments if you feel like the overtime rules should be changed. So that does it for this video, guys. I broke down all 4 games. It was a phenomenal weekend in the NFL, and now I'm so excited to see the Championship Sunday coming up this Sunday. Stay tuned for more NFL content. If you guys stayed until the end of the video, let me know down below in the comments, and don't forget to comment down below your thought of this weekend. Like the video if you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you are indeed new. Appreciate all the support here on Touchdown Kingdom, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace out.